Hey everyone, and welcome back to the network, where recently we took a look at one of the Nintendo Power Promotional VHS tapes known as Hot News 64, where in that video I said that if I was able to track down more of like the 12 Nintendo Power promo tapes, that we would take a look at them here on the channel for both, you know, our own enjoyment, kind of remembering what it was in the 1990s, even though I was like 1 year old. I wasn't even 1 year old, I was like a month old before the 90s were over, but that's besides the point. But we were able to look back on these videos and kind of just see, you know, what it was like, how Nintendo promoted their stuff, because these were, as I said in that video, something that only Nintendo Power subscribers primarily got. I believe you could have picked these up at some other retail stores. I know that later on down the line, Walmart had an exclusive one that we will probably be taking a look at here in a little bit. But regardless, through the powers of Facebook Marketplace, I was able to collect yet another 2 of the promo tapes. This one is for Donkey Kong on the Super Nintendo. Donkey Kong Country is what that's called. And then I got this one here for Diddy Kong Racing. Today, let's take a look at Diddy Kong Racing's tape, kind of see what's on it. I do have to say, I really do kind of dig the box. It's got that whole, you know, like made for N64 thing on there. Got a nice little picture of Diddy Kong and stuff on the back. Says get ready and all that sort of stuff. I don't believe I've seen this one before, so let's go ahead, pop it in the VCR, and we'll give it a watch.
First on the scene, first with the news, last in the Journalists' Invitational Softball Tournament, this is Hot Topic. Tonight, we uncover the real story surrounding Diddy Kong's latest adventure with never-before-seen footage obtained from Nintendo insiders. Now, here's your host, Trent Tillman.
Hello, I'm Trent Tillman. The recent whereabouts of Diddy Kong have been a mystery. Until now. To get the story, we sent world-famous adventurer and thrill-seeker Dirk Monahan to catch up with the elusive chimp. Now, Dirk has run with the bulls of Pamplona and braved the raging waters of the Amazon in nothing more than an inner tube. He eats danger with a spoon, wipes his chin, and asks for seconds. Dirk, can you hear me? All right. Now, Dirk, you were the first human to experience the Diddy Kong adventure, is that correct? Mm-hmm. And how did you do? Oh, I didn't think you could break that. What exactly happened? So you were trying to pick up a balloon, but you were sideswiped by a squirrel, hit an oil slick, and smashed into the hind leg of a brontosaurus? Dirk, was Diddy a part of this? Tragic. Let's check in with our chief correspondent, Dent Chassis. Dent?
Trent?
Dent, as Dirk discovered, it seems we are dealing with something drastically different.
That's right, Trent. We believe Dirk was involved in what's called the adventure mode. This is no place for the faint of heart. Here's what we know so far.
This realm pits you against a number of challenges. Make your way by collecting golden balloons. These unlock doors to 4 areas: Dino Domain, Sherbet Island, Snowflake Mountain, and Dragon Forest. Once inside, you'll explore the worlds and race the boss of each one. If successful, you'll take the Silver Coin Challenge. Collect all 8 coins, and you're one step closer to the ultimate battle with Whizpig.
This, Trent, is no cakewalk.
Let's go live to our rookie reporter, Frank Fontaine, with breaking news. Frank? Frank?
Yes, Trent, we have just obtained this ultra super secret press release from Nintendo. It appears that Diddy Kong will also be racing new and different vehicles in this adventure. Specifically, hovercraft. That's right, hovercraft and planes will also be available. This is racing like we've never seen before, Trent. Even head-to-head in versus mode, players can race different combinations of vehicles. Plane versus cart, cart versus hovercraft, hovercraft versus cart, plane versus plane, cart versus cart, hovercraft versus hovercraft.
Okay, Frank. We'll be right back after these messages.
Don't miss Trent Tillman's Sunday night special report, Brush with the Monkey.
What do you remember about the incident?
I don't know. There was a dinosaur, some kind of cave. Then he hit me with a heat-seeking missile. He showed no mercy, man.
Brush with the Monkey, a Hot Topic special report, Sunday at 8.
Welcome back. What could have caused this seemingly docile chimp to adopt such reckless behavior? Take the case of Sheila Weston, Diddy's sweetheart for the past 4 years. Theirs was a storybook romance told in the tabloids and talk shows. But sadly, and suddenly, it came to an end.
I was in the kitchen. I had just made a banana coconut casserole. It was his favorite. He said he was going out to look at a hovercraft, and he never came back. I think he felt like he needed something more action, more thrills, more horsepower. I miss my monkey!
Oh boy. Frank, what's the scene out there?
Plane versus plane? Hovercraft versus cart? Cart versus plane? Hovercraft versus heart?
Let's check in with Candy Krause in the Hot Topic XJ443 jetpack. Candy, what can you see?
Well, Trent, my gosh, it's much higher than I thought. We're looking at over 20 different courses here with all types of terrain. It's really, really dangerous down there. It's quite difficult to see how anyone could survive something like this. Courses with mountains, canyons, tunnels, volcanoes, lagoons. The list goes on. The adventure mode allows you to earn the right to race the courses here in the tracks mode. Players can race against another opponent or in actual time trials. Speaking of time, Trent, is this battery operated?
Good question, Candy. There are others believed to be involved in Diddy's adventure. Banjo the bear, Crunch the alligator, Conquer the squirrel, Timber the tiger, Bumper the badger, Tip Top the turtle, and Pipsy the mouse. Let's get an update from Dent Chassis.
Early reports indicate an arsenal of weapons is being unleashed.
Homing missiles, multi-shot missiles, oil spills, mines. In some cases, bubbles are even used. Players may collect shields to protect themselves, but we've heard that high-powered magnets like this one have already been spotted.
It seems the tensions are already running high among the participants. This bag of acorns was found shoved into the exhaust system of Crunch's plane. Right now, all fingers are being pointed squarely at Conquer. We'll have more information on this story as soon as we have more information on this story. Let's check back in with Frank Fontaine. Okay, Frank. Hot Topic has been granted an exclusive interview with two Nintendo insiders with some startling information concerning Diddy Kong Racing.
There's something else, something deeper. It's the Rumble Pack. It lets you actually feel the obstacles, the terrain, the other vehicles, and especially the weapons. You know, I'm over 300 pounds, but it shook me.
We know you've got the inside tips, Daryl. That's all we want. What about the turbo?
All right. When you hit a turbo, let the boost fizzle out before you press the A button. If you press A, you'll cut off any boost you have going.
And the power-ups?
When you collect 3 balloons the same color, one right after another, you get a totally powered-up item.
Say.
And you can also use the zippers and spinning bananas to increase your speed.
Don't forget the hovercraft.
When you're heading into a sharp turn, use the R button.
Okay.
This will make the hovercraft hop. Then it's easier for you to make those turns.
Something about an overworld.
When you're exploring the overworld, there are hidden balloons.
Really?
You can find them by using all the different vehicles, okay? You people are vultures! Little help?
Thanks, Daryl. But let's not forget the 4-player capability. That's it for our Diddy Kong expose. We leave you with one final thought. There is only one way to experience the adventure for yourself. Diddy Kong Racing will be on sale November 24th. Or you can check it out right now at your participating video store or retailer. But remember, please, drive safely.
This has been Hot Topic. Here's what's coming up next.
Check out these slam-bangerific N64 titles for the holidays.
Okay, so that was Diddy Kong Racing, a Wild Adventure, I guess. The I believe like 4th or 5th tape for the Nintendo Power Promo videos out of the whole 12. This one, you know, it took place before Hot News 64. It's interesting in the sense that, you know, they talk about Conker and Banjo as just kind of like being characters, because at the point when Diddy Kong Racing came out, Conker's Bad Fur Day was about 2 years off, and Banjo-Kazooie was like 3 years off from coming out. So that's pretty weird to hear them talk about it like, oh, these are just random characters that you could play in there. And then the fact that there was that the tiger that was in there, I don't remember his name right off the top of my head, but he was supposed to get his own N64 game, and that ended up getting like canceled because it wasn't a good concept or something like that. That's definitely something to delve into, you know, maybe on your own accord, do a little bit of research to see what that was. I don't believe there's prototypes or anything of the sort, maybe just like loose concepts on it, but I digress. Yeah, definitely that in comparison to Hot News 64, which we took a look at, it's following that sort of news thing, you know, where it's a news anchor. That one guy was definitely having a moment trying to talk about the planes, the bikes, or not the bikes, but the planes, the carts, and the boats. he was having a moment, let's just say that. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's pretty neat to just look at these sort of tapes almost as if, you know, it's reading through the Nintendo Power magazines, because sure, these magazines, they're like 30, 20 years old, depending on which ones you're looking at. And it just kind of takes you back. Like these games, a lot of these games are very well talked about today and have a fondness around them, but to go back in time to before they even came out and kind of experience like how they were hyping it up, or in the case of like looking through the magazines, seeing the prices of some of these things, you know, you could get a copy of Earthbound for $100 and now it's like a $500 game. But yeah, that's sort of the idea of taking a look at these tapes and then kind of preserving them for the future, because, you know, these are VHS tapes, and if you aren't familiar with VHS tapes, they do degrade with use over time. The other day I was watching a movie on VHS, and the first 30 minutes just had this annoying buzzing taking place during it. So to get these things while they're in a functional state now and then digitize them for the future is just, you know, something that I take pride in trying to provide, I guess, the people of the internet and future generations, in case they want to look back on Diddy Kong Racing or Donkey Kong Country or whatever the other tapes involve, you know, about 10, 15 years down the line. But with that is all the time we have for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and leave your thoughts and opinions on the Diddy Kong Racing tape down in the comment section. I'd actually be kind of curious to hear, you know, what you guys think about it. Did you watch this back in the day? Were you a subscriber and got it in the mail, or are you like, what's the Diddy Kong Racing? But remember to drop a like and make that subscribe button glow so that you don't miss any future content. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.